So today we're talking about writing equations of parabolas. In all of these examples, you're going to be given the vertex and also a point that the parabola is going through. So for that reason, it makes sense to use vertex form of a parabola. So we'll just start out, we'll just go through an example together. So we're going to be given information. In this case, we're given the information that the vertex of the parabola is 1, 2, and then it passes through, this is just a random point, 3, -6. So because we're given the vertex, I know that in my equation up here, up in vertex form, that represents h and k. And then we're given this random point, and coordinates of a point of an ordered pair are the x and y. So all you're going to do is take hk, x and y, and plug that into vertex form. So it would look like -6 is equal to, we don't know what a is, we're going to be able to solve for that, 3 minus 1 quantity squared plus 2. So all I did was plug hk, x, and y, and this is going to let me solve for a. From here, you would get -6 is equal to a times 2 squared. Keep going through, and you should get -2 is equal to a. Now, the question I might ask myself is, does it make sense to get a -a value? I would answer that question by kind of thinking about where the vertex and this other point would be. So if the vertex is at the point 1, 2, that's the vertex, and this other point that the parabola has to go through is 3, -6, does it make sense that we would have a -a value? And the answer to this would be yes, of course, because this is a parabola. If that's the vertex and then that's the point, you know this is going to be a downward parabola, so definitely a -2 as my a value makes sense. So the final thing we're going to do is plug hk and a back into vertex form. So remember, vertex form looks like this. So I'm going to plug in, now I know that a is -2. We're going to leave x and y as they are, plugging in h and k values. So that is the final answer in vertex form. If we wanted to, we could continue on by writing it in standard form, which means we would have to FOIL this out. Distribute the 2, and combine any like terms. And that would be our final answer in standard form. Now again, anywhere that there is a y, we certainly go, and we could replace that with an f of x if we wanted to. Remember, y is just f of x, so certainly having that as your answer is also acceptable. Here are some problems that you can try on your own.